most of all, the most important people in this room are all of you. Thank you for being involved. Thank you for stepping up and showing our concern. Thanks so much. Here's what's sneaky and low down about this is we don't get to vote on this. How many times do we have to tell them no in the last few years? I wonder how much time it's taken to come out with all these ridiculous plans and this handout. How much time was spent on that instead of educating our kids? There's nobody here on these boards that are capable of making decisions like this about what they're going to do and close schools and things like that. You know, what we do, and Coach Book mentioned it, and he brought it up first, I was going to mention it too. What we have in this town is poverty discrimination. We've always had poverty discrimination, and we still do. And ignoring that fact and going down to 2 schools, especially being promoted by the elite, the few, the who, that, you know, beat this deafening noise, we're going to have something new and shiny. It's not good for us. Smaller is better, especially at the grade school levels. Not that I know anything about it, but I spent 3 years as the committee chairman of finance. This narrative they're spinning about not having funds is a total lie. It's a fabrication. This is not true at all. They're trying to scare us into doing something that's ridiculous and has long-term ramifications for our town. 3 schools, there's nothing wrong with 3 schools. Our plan was to have 3 schools, and there's nothing wrong with having different size high schools. There's nothing wrong with having high schools the size of 800. In 5 years, the plan would be go ahead and build 1 new high school on the east side of 29 somewhere. Go ahead and do that in about 5 years. But let's get our ship right now. Let's take care of the disadvantaged, those have-nots, the poverty discrimination that we do constantly. You know, when I was on the board, the most threats I got is when we started talking about enforcing the boundaries that were put in place 37 years ago, like the coach said. You didn't think it was a 4-day whale creek? No, I didn't get very many threats about that. How about the committee structure? I got tons, 60, 70 emails for a month from everybody out there in the northeast of town saying, I would be the one leaving town if we dared made our kids go to Lafayette. That was a deafening drumbeat at that time, the whole time. You know, the stats showing that these last 3 bonds passed by these big margins, another falsehood, lie. They passed because there was no opposition, and also because they spent $100 grand on that last one trying to pass it on us.